Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lakson Muntali. In this video, I will talk about variables and data types in Python. So what are variables? Variables are containers for storing data values. In Python, a variable is created the moment a value has been assigned to it. For example, name is a variable. So the moment we assign the value to it, like example like Lakson, here, this is the value, Lakson is the value, the name is the variable. So the moment we just assign this to this, then we have declared a variable in Python. So we can print or check the value of name by printing it on the screen. So for us to do that, we can use a special function called print, like this. So whatever we are going to pass in here is going to be printed on the console or on the screen. So in this example, I can just say maybe name. And when I run this, you're going to notice that it will print Lakson here, as you can see, because that's the value of name. So when it comes to names, a variable can have a short name like X or Y, or a more descriptive name like name or age. So I've given you a more descriptive variable. When you just look at it, you'll know that the value that has been assigned or that's supposed to be assigned to this variable is supposed to be a name. But you find that it's not every time that you see people doing that. Some of the people just use maybe like a single letter and assign maybe 20. This is also acceptable, but it's not a good practice. A good practice will require you to declare a variable like this one that's more descriptive, so that when someone looks at it, they will know what that variable is holding and what that variable is all about. So I can declare another variable called age and assign an integer. Let's just say maybe 20. When someone looks at age, automatically they'll know maybe you're talking about someone's age, or whatever that you're doing, this is something's age. That's how it is. And that's the reason why you find that we encourage developers or programmers to declare variables with a descriptive name. Now that you know what variables are, let's talk about data types. For those of you guys who don't know what a data type is, a data type is an attribute of data which tells the compiler or interpreter how the program intends to use the data. In this case, it's an interpreter because Python uses an interpreter. Anyway, don't worry about that. All this will be clear as we're moving. The simple version of what I've said is a data type is a classification of data. This classification helps a computer to know how to store the data and how it's supposed to be manipulated. All these will be clear. So now that you know what a data type is, you have to understand that there are different types of data types in Python. Let's learn how we can declare some of these data types in Python. So I'm going to show you how you can declare different types of data types. Then in the later videos, I'm going to explain how each data type works. So I'll start with an integer. So this is how you declare an integer in Python. So an integer is a non-fractional number. So for example, I will just say maybe num1 is equals to 2. 2 is a non-fractional number. As you can see, that's the reason why it's an integer. So this one is an integer. So we can just do this so that you guys don't forget. Then let me declare a fractional number. something with a decimal, and we call that a float. So I can just maybe assign this to num2. So just say maybe 40.5. So this one is a float. Then there's another data type in Python called a string. Mostly we use it to store alphanumerical, I can say alphanumerical values, something that deals with text or numbers that have been considered to be part of text or something. So I'll give an example. I can say maybe name, which can be equal to my name, Lacson Montali. And you can also declare a string using single quotes. I can say my string is equals to this is okay, it's supposed to be single quotes. Sorry about that. This is also a string. So this one is a string and this one is a string. So you have to know that there's no difference between these two. So it's all about you, it's all about your preference. Then there's another data type that I'll talk about. It's called a list. A list is a collection of items. So it's like this, it's declared like this. So you use square brackets, actually, then you add your items in it, in the list. So a list can have different data type values. So in this case, I've added a string, an integer, and a float, as you can see. There's another data type that I'll also talk about. It's called a tuple. So just say my tuple. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's hope that's the correct spelling. So my tuple, it's pretty much the same thing like a list, but there are some I can say like they differ in the way they behave. All that will be clear. Don't worry about that. So this one I can also add, let's just say maybe banana in this case. I can say maybe pineapple. Okay. Okay, for this one, I'll just add 2 items. It's fine. Then there's another data type that you guys are going to deal with. It's a dictionary. I'll also explain how it works. But in this video, I'm just showing you how you can declare one. So there's a dictionary. You can just say my dict. You just name it my dict. Okay, then I assign. So the syntax for this one, it uses curly brackets, as you can see. And this one is a key value pair. So you have to start with the key. So in this case, we'll just say maybe first name. Then I'm gonna give this key my name, Lacson, my first name, and I can say last name. So this one, I'll also give it my last name, as you can see. So when you're trying to access the value, this one, you have to call the key. Don't worry, everything will be clear. I'll have a video on this one and other data types. So this is how you declare a dictionary. And what else am I going to talk about in the coming videos? Okay, I'll also talk about sets. So my set. So this is how you declare my set. This is how you declare a set, sorry. Set also uses curly brackets. It's also a collection data type. So I can just maybe add for there and maybe hello, like this. So this is how you declare different data types in Python. So this one is a dictionary, and this one is a set, and this one is a tuple, this one is a list. So these are some of the data types that I'm going to talk about. And yeah, so I don't want to make this video long, so I'll pretty much explain them in the next videos. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.